Hello everybody and thank you for joining me. This is Ciara from Ciara T Designs and today I have my March bullet journal set up to share with you. So let's jump right in. So as always, I am going to use my Hemlock notebook, and of course this is sped up quite a bit so you guys don't have to be here crazy long, although these videos do tend to end up being about half an hour long regardless of what I cut out. But I did leave a couple of clips in that you guys could enjoy of the kittens. They did help me quite a bit through this, and I know you guys love seeing the kittens, so I did leave that in there. So to start, I'm going to do my March cover page, and I like my March cover page to have the calendar. I find that incredibly useful for me. So I'm going to draw out my March calendar. I like to make my boxes 6x6 in my dot grid notebook here. I just find that to be a really good size, and then I can kind of decorate around it depending on what the calendar ends up looking like. And I've been having a lot of fun doing these kind of like little dot lines. You can kind of see that I lift the pen and add little dots as I'm kind of drawing my line. Don't ask me why. I just think they look fun. So that's kind of what I've been doing. And then I just draw out all of the days of the week. This time I put it mostly on the right hand page because in February I put it mostly on the left hand page. So I kind of like to alternate so that my decorations kind of go across differently. I should probably try out a different layout, but so far I just love this layout. So I kind of keep repeating it and then just using really fun papers to decorate and enjoy my layouts. I do find that my bullet journal as a general rule tends to be a lot of just me playing with stuff because I have no real idea of what it's going to turn out to be, and it's for me. I have no plan when I go in for this. I just kind of know what collection I want to use of papers, and then I build from there. So I chose to use the Spamperia Masquerade papers for this. So I'm going to use the 8x8 papers, the Ephemera, the Washi pad, and the rub-ons. There are like 4 different rub-ons that I'm going to use. And I kind of just play around with what I want it to look like. I also brought in a little bit of gold glitter cardstock, and I brought that in just to add some accents across the pages. You're going to see that I end up cutting out too many by accident. And you know what? None of this is perfect. Like, it's a lot of me just trying to figure out what the yuck I want to do. And I generally, honestly, have no idea. And I make mistakes, and then I have to fix the mistakes. Like here, I'm going to cut out these little notches for the squares, and I totally messed up and cut it incorrectly. Like here, you can see it's way bigger than it should have been. Otherwise it would cover all the other squares. So then I have to go and cut an extra piece off so that I can fit it. It's a lot of trial and error, and I love it. It's just a lot of fun and kind of freeing for me to just pick a collection and just play with it and see what I can come up with, and then I get to enjoy it for the month, and I have a lot of fun with these. It's kind of funny because these videos are pretty much 100% for me. As a general rule, people come to my channel for card making videos, and I love that because I love making paper projects, but this journal is 100% for me because I'm the only person who's going to use it. Now, hopefully it gives a person some inspiration if they're, working towards having a bullet journal as well, or you're thinking about it, or you could use these techniques in, card making and journaling as well. It's not specific just to bullet journaling, but, I have so much fun, and I share it with you guys just mostly because I love it, not because you guys necessarily love it. But I greatly appreciate that you guys come and hang out with me when I make these videos regardless. So thank you so much for coming to hang out with me when I'm, just having fun in this journal and creating fun spreads that are super, super fun for me. Now here you can see that Aqua is hanging out on the desk. Both of the kittens are going to show up multiple times in this video. I did have to speed this video up quite a bit. This does take me a long time. Shockingly, of all the projects that I've made, I think my bullet journal videos are the single most involved video that I make outside of vlogs, but you guys know I haven't really been making those recently. Outside of my vlogs, these are by far the longest videos, and it takes me a while to kind of get myself organized here because I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no real idea. I just grab out some stuff and start playing. And here, of course, Amber is going to supervise adding the gold strips to my bullet journal. And these were strips that I had cut previously for other projects, and I just still had them. I don't even know if they're the exact same size. They're just strips that I added to the layout because I thought that they would be really fun to just add a gold touch to these spreads. So I brought that in, and I'm going to bring in a couple more strips later as well because I wanted them on the weeklies as I lay those out. So you're going to see a whole bunch of my stickers in this layout. And if you're someone who's asked about the stickers, they are coming. I swear they're coming. I've had some technical difficulties. I had to call warranty about my printer. I've had to do a bunch of weird stuff to try to get this in the works. My printer broke, and then I couldn't get the cutter to cut properly. I had a lot of tech issues. So I've got it all sorted out. I'm back making the stickers so that I can start taking pictures of the stickers, so I can start listing the stickers. There's just a lot of steps, but I am hoping to still have them up in February. I'm really, really hoping to have a shop launch in February with these new stickers. So watch out for that. That is the hope. We'll see how likely it is. And if you're the person who just recently placed an order in my shop, you know who you are. I won't name you because that's not what we do here. But thank you. Thank you so much for purchasing one of my stickers. I love that you wanted to check it out. That's so awesome. And I cannot wait for you to receive it. Hopefully you've already received it because you did. See, this is the problem. I do all my stuff in advance. Like, you guys aren't going to see this video until I think this goes up the 20th, maybe the 24th. I don't even remember, but I'm doing this video. It's like the 12th. So I do everything so far in advance that sometimes I forget that you guys aren't actually going to see it for a little while. But I'm trying to get ahead on all of my videos so that I have that time to put into getting the shop launch up and running. So if my dates and times are a little off, please don't be surprised. I'm all over the place. And I do have a live stream on the 27th if you're at all interested to come hang out. This one I'm going to work on my diamond art because there is a running bet in the live streams as to how long it's going to take me to finish the diamond art. So it's kind of funny to watch the ladies bet on how long it's going to take me to actually complete it. But yeah, so on the 27th of this month, I do have a live stream going. It starts at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And usually the diamond art painting's about 3 or 4 hours. That's how long it takes me to finish a section generally. So if you're available a little later, I'll probably still be going. So come check it out if you're at all interested. I'd love to visit with you. It's a very welcoming place. So by all means, if you're, inclined to come hang out, please do. So here you just saw that I've pulled out some of the die cut elements. They are stickers, so I'm removing the backing to use them. And then I also cut out the kind of fun text pieces from the washi pad, and I randomly added those in the background as well because I love how they look. And then in the top corner, they have these tiny butterflies in there. For the life of me, I couldn't get the backing off, so I'm just going to glue them. Because really, it doesn't matter. They are stickers, so if you can get the backing off of them, awesome. I couldn't, so I just glued them down because I wasn't really concerned about it. And they're pretty subtle, but I think they're like a fun detail to add in there. And then we're going to bring in some of my stickers. So this is my new large month stickers. I have smaller month stickers. You would have seen those in February and January. So if you want to check those out, I have videos for every day of every bullet journal I've made so far. So you can definitely go and check those out if you want to. And then I brought in, these are I believe they're the mini days. And I'm going to use those to add just the days of the week to my calendar. I always start my calendar on a Sunday. Of course, in bullet journaling, you can start with whatever day you want to. It makes sense for me for Sunday because that's how our calendars work. And because Sundays and Mondays are my husband's days off. So those are the days I also take off when I take a day off. So they just works for me to keep them together. And I didn't like where I'd put March. So you're going to see me fiddle a whole bunch with it until I finally decide that I like to tuck it kind of up with the moon here. And I just thought that was really pretty. And then of course, I love sparkles. So every sticker sheet I have, if it has a little extra room, I add sparkles because I think that they're just such a fun extra element that you can add they just give it a little bit of extra something, you know. I actually am designing sticker sheets that are just the sparkles as well. So if you're not into the journaling stuff, no problem. I'm going to have sheets that are just sparkles. So, and I am currently working on the ombre sparkles as well, because you can see these large sheets are ombres. This is my teal version. I actually made this one special for this layout. This isn't going to be available right away. It will be available at some point, but I'm starting out with just 11 colors to start with. So my starting colors will be red, pink, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, brown, gray, black, and white. And then I will be adding colors as we kind of go along. And this is one of them. This just happens to be teal, but I specifically made it for this layout just because the colors matched beautifully. So I'm just adding the numbers to my calendar here, and then I will use the days from this as well to add on to the daily, like the weeks, as we kind of set those up. But yeah, so those are all my sticker sheets. I've been having a blast making them. Yeah, they're just so much fun, and a lot of time, a lot of work have gone into them. So I cannot wait to introduce them to you guys and have your thoughts and feedback from them as soon as I kind of get there. Then we're going to jump into setting up a spread that I've kind of been using really heavily in my journal. This is on the left side, it's my meals planner, and then on my right side it is tasks and content. And I kind of drew out these little, I don't even know what you'd call them, pages, I guess. I drew out these little pages to use for this spread. I just thought it was kind of cute. I do kind of wish I had given them a drop shadow. I didn't. I don't have a light gray marker. I'm gonna have to look into that. I've been using my Tombows. That's what I use to line the pages. And I wish I had had just a light gray Tombow marker, because I could have added just like a subtle shadow to, you know, where the corners curl up and where the paper's kind of sitting on top of the page. That would have looked really cute. But I didn't have the right color, and I didn't want to add a dark color, because most of this, outside of the black lines, is, you know, teals and light colors. So I did kind of just go in and draw out my lines how I wanted them. And I left a little room for a little piece of washi tape at the top. Now, if you were a little more artistic than me, you could have drawn in a fun design with the washi tape little square that I've added on the top. I just cut some of the washi paper to fit. You're going to see that here in a second, because I thought that would be really cute for this design. And then I'm going to, kind of just draw out, once I've finished drawing out all my elements, I believe Azure is going to show up here in a second. I say his name wrong all the time, you guys. It's so bad. We flipping named him and I can't even say it. But you're going to see him pop in here in a second, and he's going to help me draw this out, because he's the most helpfulest kitten ever. And they're so, so adorable. You guys will see them. They pop into almost every video that I've made recently, and it's just so fun to see them keep popping up. So you guys can kind of see them. They come into the lives as well, generally. So you do get to kind of see them when they're showing up. So I cut these down to be the size that I needed them to be for the squares that I drew. And then I kind of ripped the edges to give them a little more of a, you know, washi tape-esque look. I didn't cut them quite long enough to fit the square, so I will have to go back in with my pen and just fill in that little bit that doesn't quite fit. And then I'm going to go mostly in with rub-ins for this, or rub-ons for this page, just because they're so easily usable on a page. Like they just merge into the page so beautifully. Hopefully that makes sense. You'll see here in a second. But if you've never used rub-ons, they are phenomenal for adding interest to a page. And I also these are my alphabet stickers. I have them, as I said, I'm going to have them in all the standard colors. And then I also have them where the background is the color and then the letter is white. So you get there's two variations of them if you're at all interested. I've used them in different, I think I used ruby in my February setup. That was a specialty color. Again, I made it specifically to go with the paper. And those colors will all come eventually. I'm just going to start out with my original, I think I said 11 colors, because that's enough work on its own. So instead of, asking for more work, I'm going to work with what I've got going on, and then we'll go from there. But those are the ones I'm hoping. And, you can join my Facebook group if you want to stay in, or my Instagram. Either way, I post a lot on both. And that will keep, if you're interested in the stickers, that'll kind of keep you up to date as to when I'm planning on having those. But yes, you can add my Instagram. All my social links are always listed in the description down below. I haven't been keeping up with my blog. I don't have time. There's too much work between the videos and trying to get the shop launch. And, I just don't have time to write a blog as well. So that kind of has gone by the wayside. But, one day maybe I'll go back to it. But for now, I don't have time to add it in. So I kind of just am focused on video content more so. But these are the rub-ins or rub-ons that I'm going to use. This is the music sheet. I thought it was stunning. Like, I love the colors of this collection. It's pretty much all, creams and teals. I think it's meant to be gold, but it kind of just reads more as cream here. So I don't know, they're stunning. So you just kind of place them and rub them on, and then, sorry, my camera is having a heart attack with the cat like walking in and out of frame. It's not really sure what to focus on. So it does kind of get a bit wonky there for a second, but I figure you guys can still see what I'm doing. So it's not a big deal. And then I am going to add a few more rub-ons to this page as well. I try to keep it pretty clear for writing because I do fill the page out like pretty full. So I try not to add too much decoration to these pages. Like my content planner, I go and plan out all of the videos I hope to do for March. I'm hoping to start my beginner series in March. So if that's something you were waiting for, my hope is to have it up mid-March. Starting with paper, just because I think that that's the best place to start with beginners. And then I'm hoping to have my 5 top tips for ink blending up this month. So I do kind of have some more, functional videos coming up that you guys can check out. Hopefully that's of interest to you. Let me know. But here you can see how much help he is. See, he was chasing my pen. He, laid across the journal. He's flippin' beautiful. Like, how stunning is this kitten? His sister is beautiful too, but she hasn't quite got her markings in yet because she was the runt of the litter. She's quite small, so she hasn't quite got her colors in yet. So it's going to be really interesting to see what coloring she shows up with. But she's starting to turn a little bit too. Her colors are starting to change, so it'll be really fun to see how they both kind of grow. And they're just so flippin' cute. But of course, they do show up throughout the video. Here's her right here. See, she's still quite white. She hasn't really gotten too many of her markings yet. She will, but so far she's pretty much just white, which is also fun. There's nothing wrong with that. And then of course I'm going to go into my dailies. I tend to do my dailies the exact same every week. I like the consistency of it. I know that a lot of people do different weeklies, so you can see them, but personally, I love cohesive. That is a thing for me. So I tend to just do the same. I've done the same weeklies now several times, just because it gives me so much good room to write, and I like how it looks. So, I am going to do this exact same layout for all 4 weeks of March. I did choose to leave the last 2 days of March off so that I could include them into April. Because I generally make, like I said, I'm editing this like the 12th. So that tells you how early my March journal was already completed. Like, we're not even halfway through February yet. So I do tend to do stuff pretty early. So I'm not really concerned about not having the days to write in when I need them. So I did choose to leave the last 2 days of March in the first week of April, just because it made the most sense for me for layouts. And this journal has less pages than my last journal. So I'm trying to be aware of the fact that it has less pages. So I want to be careful because I would like to keep my whole year in one journal. We'll see how that goes. I'm hoping not to have to use a second journal, but again, like I said, if I have to, I will. It's not a big deal. I'd rather not. I'd rather keep them all in the one journal. And then I'm cutting down strips to put as decoration on the sides of the layout. I just like that little bit of something on the page. It's just like a subtle decoration. You could go so much more involved if you wanted to. I mean, I cut out a piece of really pretty paper, and that's kind of the extent. I'm going to add some gold strips as well. But I don't know. The focus on my planning pages is really to, plan. So because of that, I tend to not go very decoration heavy. I try to be a bit more aware of, what I've got going on for planning on the pages. But again, like I said, you could go so much more involved in your decoration. I just choose not to. So I alternated teal strips and this cream colored strip. And then I'm going to add some gold strips. I thought I would put a gold strip on both sides. I ended up not liking that, so I ended up not doing it. But I cut them where I would have enough to put a gold strip on both sides of the thin strip on the side of the page. They're about 1/4 of an inch, the strips are. So it kind of gives you an idea of the size. But I opted to only do one strip on the front. And then I'll save these because I'll use them for other things. I'll put them inside cards, or they don't go to waste just because I've cut so many extra strips. They just end up going in a different part of my journal or a part of my card making or that kind of thing. And of course, see, this is Aqua, and she had to help. She was chomping on those gold strips like nobody's business. So she's so helpful, this kitten. They're both really helpful, actually. They're super, super cute. So see here, she just stole that one. And at this time, I thought I still needed all of them. So I kind of had to try to distract her with something else, but she wasn't having it. She wanted that gold paper instead. Yeah, it was so cute. She was trying to steal them. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't had a kitten in a long time, so it's a lot of fun energy, and I'm loving it. And I hope you guys are enjoying seeing them as well, because it is pretty fun to have them just around all the time. They're, just doing their thing. And I kept moving the extra stuff away so that she would go after that decoy piece there. She didn't really go for it. And then she just sits on the journal instead. So ultimately, I don't know. It's pretty fun. I'm just having a blast with these kittens. But yes, this is kind of the decoration that I use on the page. I also do go in and add, the teal lines across the page. And of course, the date and the day of the week stickers as well. I'm having so much fun with my stickers. I can't even explain how much I enjoy, because I've made them, like I sat down, I've designed them from scratch. Then I have to figure out how to get them to cut and print. And then I have to, so it's just, I don't know. There's just something about it that's just really exciting and fun. So I've been having just a blast being able to use my own stickers in my journals. And of course, I will use, other people's stickers. You guys saw in January, if you watched the daily videos, I got a great package from Anna's shop and a great Advent stuff from Hedda's shop. Like, I have a lot of great stuff there. So I will use other people's items as well. It's just that at the moment I had to stop the kitten from doing something there. I think she was trying to eat something she shouldn't. I had to, I will be using other people's stuff. It's just that at this stage of the game, I'm just having so much fun with my own stuff. And this gives me a chance to trial it. Like if there's anything wrong that I need to change before I kind of upload everything to the shop and start trying to sell it to other people, like this is my chance to kind of iron those ideas out if I don't like something. So this is kind of why I'm like using all my own stickers, especially because this gives me that shot at knowing that I do or don't like something so that I can fix it while I'm still in development. So, but yeah, I've been having a lot of fun. But then I brought my Tombow back in. This is 291, in case I forgot to tell you. I think it's soft blue. I forget the name, but it's always linked and listed down below as always. Everything I use always is. So you can always check it out in the description if you're interested. And then here, of course, she's, tuckered herself out. So she's just having a nap on my desk as I draw the lines across the page. And then the last step really, I guess, is just to add the days and the numbers of the day. And of course we do start on the 2nd. Here she's actually chewing on my journal. She's having a good time. And that's okay. I love it. It's just entertaining for me. So it's brought a lot of livelihood into my working from home. Not that my other kittens aren't, but they're older, right? So they're all kind of just, they're chill. They just hang out, they sleep. They don't do anything really. Like, they do stuff. I shouldn't say that. They're not boring, but they're not the same energy as a kitten. Anybody who's had a kitten understands what I mean when I say like kitten energy is just so fun. At least I think it is. Some people may not, but I love it. And then of course I'm going to add in, so I chose to go with the 4 lighter shades of the teal, because on my sticker sheets, my large ones, I try to make sure that you have 5 weeks in the ombre so that you can easily do 5 weeks of a layout. because some months are 5 weeks. This one happens to be 4. I think February was 4 as well. And in February, I chose to use the 4 darker colors. And in March, I'm choosing to use the 4 lighter colors. So starting with the lightest of my ombre and then ending at like the second of the darker tones. And then I still just have 1 month or 1 set of weeks left for something else, which is perfectly fine. And I tend to make my extra square tasks. That just makes the most sense for me. So I have my master task list back in the spread before my weeklies. And I, write out all the things I want to accomplish in the month there. And then I break it down in the weeks in the task box that's part of the weeklies. And then I take the tasks from the weeklies and then I break them down into days. So like I know I have to record X amount of videos, say. So then I'll break it down to this day I'm going to record, this day I'm going to edit, this day I'm going to whatever, right? So that's kind of how I lay it out so that I can easily break down my tasks now that I 100% work for myself. And I'm trying really hard to get, a couple of things done, like the shop launch, there's a few things like I've got big plans this year, so we'll have to see how they all happen, but this is kind of the goal. So yeah, I've broken down the whole of the weeks, and as I said, 30 and 31 will go into April instead of March. But yeah, so that is the layout I have for you guys today. I'm going to give you a closer look so you can check it out in all of its glory. I'm really happy with it. I'm excited to use it. I love how it turned out. It's just kind of a fun color combo, and I'm really looking forward to writing and kind of using it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I hope you'll leave me a like, leave me a comment, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. I do new videos every Monday and Thursday, and as I said, live streams are every second Thursday. And my goal is to try to hit 25,000 by the end of 2025. So if you're not subscribed and you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. You're just helping my dreams come true, and that's pretty exciting for me. So thank you so much, and thank you again so much to my channel members. You guys are phenomenal. I love you guys so much. I really appreciate you. Leave me a moon emoji if you've made it all the way to the end of the video, and I will see you guys again very soon. Bye-bye for now.